Right, so I got the suspension kit for the tranny here. It's a 96. So I'm going to try and build it up. I have a load of other parts over here for the brakes and all that, but this is going to be the first job I do anyways. So I got the HYPERPRO street kit. It was 600 quid. Came from Italy to Ireland. Took about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not sure what's the story with the black spring. I'd say anyone that bought the kit before me just got it in black, and they don't have many more because all the sites seem to have the purple straight away, but the black spring is on back order, and I'd say it could take ages to get the one with the black spring without any carrying it. So I got the progressive springs for the front. It came with 20 weight oil. I don't know, the site didn't have an option, it just came with that, so hope for the best on that one. And then the shock, really nice quality. Came with a new bolt. The gold piece there, that's for the damping settings. It looks a bit brighter, but in person it's a bit darker, the spring, and there's a bit of a sparkle in it as well. Can't really see it now, but so hopefully it's not going to be any problems installing it. It came in this nice box as well, and it has all the specs and things. I'd say that's more if you get a real custom one. Mine just has all the basic, what bike it is in the year and all that. So we'll see how we get on. I'll do the forks first. Alright, I have the springs lined up there. I don't know why they don't come with spacers. So it's 22 mil. So I'm gonna say make two 20 mil spacers, and I'm gonna have a washer underneath it. So that'll make up the 22, and I'm gonna make it out of this old exhaust pipe. There's people making it out of PVC as well. Look, I don't know. Plastic sounds a bit dodgy, like, and poly does work fine, like, but I'd rather put a bit of metal in there. So it's an old exhaust I have off a GN 250. So Greta Thunberg is going to be happy with this one. Going to do a bit of recycling. So this part here is pretty straight. So I'll cut two 20 mil sections, clean it up with the grinder, just get rid of any of the sharp edges, blah blah blah, and throw in a washer. Should do the trick. Right, so I used 3 mil washers. So I needed a 16-inch spacer for itself. So it's going to be the washer. So I know I'm trying to hold the phone in one hand, so I'll drop this down. Right, so I use 16 mil spacer, and I'm using two 3 mil washers. So I'm going to have to go to the shop tomorrow and buy 3 more of these, because they're the proper diameter. That one's a bit thinner. And of course, they're all too big then. I probably could cut them down if I really wanted to, but fuck it, like, they're only a couple of cents, why not? Just save the hardship. Just clean that up tomorrow, just get rid of the rough edges and clean off the dirt and all that crack on it, and then I'll be able to install the springs and we'll see how we go. Alright, so I cleaned up the inside of the spacers with this attachment there, just for a drill. Cleaned up the inside of the tubes I cut off here. Cut it off the old exhaust. That's the old shock. That's pretty straightforward to change. You can see, it's hard to see now, but 1 second. You don't have to take off the back wheel. once it's on the center stand, you can kind of jiggle it out. Just the 2 dog bones come out of the way, and that's fine. The front, right, the front suspension is all done. So when you're reassembling, I put in the spring, put in the washer, the spacer I made, then the top washer, and I close the cap. So screw on the cap, because you'll need the pressure coming down here to put in the bolt at the bottom, because if you try and put in that bolt at the bottom without pressure coming down on the spring, it'll just spin away inside. So you have to put the cap on, put pressure on it. You can put the bolt in, and then when the bolt is in, you take the top cap off again, fill it up. I put in 550 mils of 20 weight on both sides, and it's feeling fine. I didn't take it on too much of a test ride yesterday, but everything feels pretty good. So I'll make a review on it when I have it finished up fully. But it's a lot better than it was. The back of it sits a bit higher, but I'd say maybe half an inch higher, so not much. But it is a bit higher, so it feels like you're a bit tilted forward than originally, but it's a lot smoother. It's not wallowy at all in the bins. When you're leaned over, you can really feel now what the tire is doing underneath. And the shock is very easy to get out. Just one of the bolts up by the airbox here, and it drops out, and you should have no hassle with that. So I'll do another review when I have more mileage put on it, but that's the install anyways.